You asked, what are the considerations when buying solar racking?
The solar racking, in my opinion, is really the underappreciated part of the solar system. It's really the quiet achiever that's sitting there holding everything together, making sure these panels don't fly off your roof. But nobody really gives it a big pat on the back. You know, when the solar installer is trying to sell you the system, they'll try and emphasize the panels, they emphasize the inverter, but usually the racking just gets mentioned as a little sideline. Even though, quite frankly, I believe the racking is very, very important. For example, if you use anodized racking, you will find when you maybe need to shift the panels or do something to the panels in years to come, it's going to be very, very difficult to open the clamps and get these panels off easily. So the quality of the racking is actually quite important to the overall long-term maintenance aspects of the system. Now, in Australia nowadays, the majority of the racking that we're getting are all made out of Chinese aluminium extrusions. And while there's nothing wrong with those extrusions and they work well, there is now also more and more an Australian-made extrusion coming through. So you potentially can ask your installer if there's Australian-made product available, and you can actually support the local industry. So firstly, check with your manufacturer or your supplier and say, look, can you actually give me racking that is Australian-made? Number one. Number two, the racking normally sits with a rail, and then there are some clamps that go either on metal or tile roofs. And I always say to people, ask for 1 or 2 or 3 extra little clamps. So again, I say to people, look, I don't want to just have the minimum number of clamps. I want to have the maximum number of clamps, because when you have a big windstorm, that can make a big difference. In Darwin, they have literally 2 to 3 times the number of clamps holding the rails because of obviously Cyclone Tracy or those risks. And so therefore, say, look, I definitely want to have the maximum number of clamps that's available to really secure my system strongly. Now, there are different types of racking, and sometimes if your roof is not suitable, you could also have panels either on a solar carport, or you could even consider a ground mount system. There is a new style which is called the roof integrated racking, and these roof integrated panels, such as for example the Tesla solar roof tile, do physically look very attractive on the roof. The problem is a lot of times it can double or even triple your cost. So my personal recommendation is to go with maybe an attractive looking panel rather than change the whole technology in the racking system and get it integrated in your roof. A full black panel, in my opinion, can look quite slick and possibly cost you only half that if you would look for roof integrated solutions. So don't underestimate the value of racking. Ask for quality racking, and make sure that also you get your 10-year warranty minimum. That should go with the racking.
Want more energy answered? Visit YourEnergyAnswers.com for quality energy products, tools and calculators, and find your quality local installers. Please support the channel by liking the video, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell, and check out all our other videos. You're still here? I'll see you next time. Bye.